All right. Alrighty. We are just waiting for now we're just waiting for Bill to pop in. He'll be in here any second. He just contacted me, said he'll be a couple minutes. But yeah, we're gonna go live and we're gonna do that from there. And Bill from BC Pythons, of course, will be here. He's got a fabulous collection, but I know what I forgot to do. Oh. Okay. Well, I made a mistake. Bill will be here, but I was supposed to get something up here for the live stream here to show, and I totally left it locked in the room, and I can't go get it now. Unless I can get somebody to bring it up to me. That's where I will be. Mr. J, you know, I just totally forgot to bring them up here, and it just dawned on me now. But I will have them. If I can get my son to bring them up, I will. If not, then I will bring them up for the next live stream for sure. So, Steve, how are you? Forgetfulness cousin. Yes, it does. Edward, how are you? Hold on. I'll text him and tell him to bring one up. But Bill from BC Pythons, he's supposed to be here. He had me schedule this. He should be here any minute. He said he'll be here in a minute or so. We will see. Hold on a minute. Let me see what Bill's saying here. What's he saying? I'm trying, but it says issue on my end. Okay. He's having technical difficulties at the moment. That is. Wally Kern's in the house. How are you doing, Wally? I have been on a Wally Kern Supreme Gecko. Hold on a minute, guys. Let me see what he's saying here. Hello? Hello? Kids, I swear. Okay, hold on. Let me invite him again.
Oh, did I mess up something because I called you?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just bring up the tubs. Bring up, the little tubs with the little...
Okay, I was about to say, I don't know which ones.
Yeah, they're just...
Like the little tubs.
Better in that one rack with
I have like a 50-50 chance of actually succeeding on this.
I might have to go invite him again. Let me see here. See if this link works for Bill. See if that works. I hope it does. Because it's telling him...
How many do you want?
A few of them.
Bring up Two. Two is a few.
Yeah, Kelsey. Which one did you grab? The white-sided one?
I don't think I did.
Yes, you did. This is it right here. Set that one down. You can set it right there.
I'm gonna go back downstairs, darling.
Okay, thank you, buddy.
Whatever.
Yes, yes. Where is it? It's in here. And there it is. These guys are awesomeness. Oops. This is the white-sided bull snake. Possible het. Albino, possible het hypo. We're going to start the bidding at $5,000. No, just kidding. I ain't selling this guy for nothing. Hold on. Here is Bill. Hold on. Adam. Bill. How are you doing? Let me.
Hey,
Give me. I got to put my headphones on because I can't hear what you're saying. Hold on.
Yep, I can hear you.
Oh.
My stand is falling over.
There we go.
I'm having technical difficulties.
Yeah, well, we always have technical difficulties. I'm glad you're able to. Oh, there. What happened there? Did I? Oh, I knocked you off, Bill, didn't I? Hold on a minute.
Snake.
I knocked you off, Bill. I'm sorry.
No biggie. Yep, I'm going to try to flip my brace around so I can see you. And will there a chat show up on here, or is it just on
You should be able to see the chat.
Okay.
Here, let me put this guy back. Anyway, it's the white-sided bull snake. There we go. That one's away. Hold on. And then I got the other one here. We'll show that in a minute, but let's get on talking with Bill from BC Pythons. Hit the like
There
button.
we go. Now I got that big bar out of the way there.
Hit the like button, everybody. Please. Kelsey, I think that Emmett.
And I'm back. There we go.
Emmett,
Good to see you, Andrew.
Good to see you too, Bill. Kelsey, Emmett may want one of them someday. So if we want one, I'll keep it here, and Grandpa will take care of it for him, huh?
There you go. Now I can hear you. Now.
Yeah, there we go. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Nope.
Yeah, I got muted somehow.
Hold on. My headphones are falling apart. They're old. I need new headphones. Christmas ideas, guys. So, how's everything been going with you, Bill?
Been going great. Been a strange year for everybody, as you.
Yeah. This whole COVID thing is just going crazy. Like here in my state, it's a little bit out of control right now. They're closing stuff down. Some cities are starting to make mandatory mask wearing, all kinds of stuff. So
Yeah,
it's getting there. It's getting there.
Says everyone can hear and see, but I still don't see a chat, so I'm gonna pull it up over here so I can see if there's anything in there.
Yeah, hold on 1 second, Bill. You can talk for a second. I'm trying to figure something out here. Hold on.
So yeah, I'm trying to go over to my YouTube channel and pull up Andy's channel so I can see the comments on here. So bear with both of us for just a second.
There we go. So, I'm sorry about that. I'm back. With the COVID, has it affected you in your hobby at all? Your snakes at all, or anything like that? Have you had any issues with obtaining food or selling things or breeding stuff or anything like that?
No, my breeding's been off. I don't know why that is, but yeah, as far as selling and supplies, guy behind me's gone in the shed. That's why that's all fogged up.
Yeah.
Underwater. Yeah, the shows have been down a lot.
Yeah.
They're real busy for like the first 2 hours, but then there's a steady stream. But it's to be expected. This is a hobby. You know how it is in the pet store business. It's
Yeah.
not.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not your livelihood.
Nope.
If
Nope.
you're an owner of a pet store, yeah, that's different. That's your livelihood, and that's drastically affecting those guys. There's a puma behind you.
Yes.
So, but yeah, the shows have been, going good. The last couple ones I missed because my mother, well, the show 2 months ago, I was quarantined from work for possible exposure, and then my mother got she caught COVID, and I was the one that took her to the doctor to get tested, and it turned out she turned up positive for COVID-19. So I ended up getting quarantined again and didn't make the next show. So this month I just went as a customer.
Is your mother okay?
Yeah.
That's good. Because I've been watching the people around here that have been getting it, and I noticed that some of them get it, and it's just like Becky's boss had it, and it was just like he was a little winded and tired. That was about it. And then now there's another person, a business owner down here, who they contacted the family and said there's probably not going to make it. So, I mean, I guess it depends on your system or something. I don't know.
Yeah. By the time that she went and got her test done and her test results back, she was already starting to get well. And that's when it came back as positive. She's 74. She had a liver transplant 5 years ago. And she didn't have she had some breathing difficulty, but most of hers was just like common flu symptoms: fever, aches, pains, nausea, whole 9 yards. And she pulled through it good. She's a strong woman. Family's been through a lot this year with my dad passing.
Yes.
So it's been tough on everybody.
Yeah.
Really tough on her because we moved her and got her into all that. So.
Well, I'm glad she's okay.
Yeah, she's doing good, and we thank everybody for that. And it's been a year, so
yeah,
I'm
quite
really
the year,
trying to get back to doing YouTube stuff more myself. But I took off and went racing for a while for last year, this year, and even that got messed up. So
I was just going to ask.
A schedule.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you how that's going out there. Are they still having the races or no?
Oh yeah. It was so weird. I mean, I've raced cars all my life in some form. Mm-hmm. And when we first started, we go to practice for a month or so in May. There was nobody there other than the people in the pits. And then for the first 2 months, we weren't allowed to have spectators. So we raced for 6 weeks without anybody in the stands. So, and they were broadcasting it live on Facebook.
Yeah.
With, to keep the track audience and stuff going. So that was different, to race around the track and not have anybody in the stands.
Yeah, no, here, what they did here is at first they didn't have races, but now they started just having the races.
Right.
And it gets so packed out there. I've seen pictures. You can't fit a pin in between how many people show up at the races out there. It's on Facebook.
Yep. Yeah, I can see the chat now. What's up, Edward?
So yeah, it's been quite the crazy year.
So I can see the chat. So.
Yeah.
But how's your family doing? Everybody doing good?
Everybody's doing good. Yeah. My mother went to quarantine at my sister's house because we got kids that are in. My son's in school, and she's 81, so she panicked over it. So she went and moved in with not moved in with my sister, but went and staying with my sister until this passes, I guess. And other than that, we're all doing good. Yeah. There's nobody. Knock on wood. No real major issues anywhere.
Yeah, my in-laws are nervous about it. You know, when I go run work and thousands of people and stuff, and then I get quarantined from work, they start getting a little, oh, we better stay away. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, no, and it can be scary because it's a 50-50 shot, I guess. That's the way I look at it. I don't know. So,
Yep.
but
Edward likes my haircut. He said,
Yeah.
it's like so it's the I call it the Uhtred.
Oh, sure, you gotta post that.
Yeah. So
the kids, how's the kids' school? Is it?
Well, I only have one in school right now. The other one graduated. All the other ones are graduated. So he's doing okay. He doesn't mind it, but he says it's strange because last year they closed school and he had to come home and distant learn for the last 2 months of school. So then the first day of school, he goes up and then we go get him from school because we have to go pick him up. And then he goes, we're like, well, how was school today? And he's like, it was okay, but it's weird. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, we go into the homeroom, we sit down, and then they came and gave us all a computer, opened it up, and then we distance learn that way. So we're just sitting there doing nothing. They don't even change classes or nothing. You know, he's in high school, so they just sit there on the computer. I said, well, you could do that at home.
Yeah. My poor daughter, because she changed schools this year. You know, at the end of last year she went to 5th grade, so now she's in middle school in 6th grade. So she went to the bigger school for 6th, 7th, and 8th.
Okay.
And she's got that whole thing to deal with. In the first part of the year, they, said, we're not going to go back. We're going to do online. And then they decided, okay, we are going to open up. They had shut down in the spring and did everything online.
Yeah.
And so they changed it and said they're going to do it. So we sent her in the first month and a half, and things went crazy at the school. Every day we were getting an email that such and such class was being quarantined, and so we said, all right, we'll just leave you at home. You go back to the non-traditional online learning and do that with the computers on her Chromebook. And she was good with that. And then we decided, she's really missing out on some social interaction.
That's what we said with my son too. He needed to be in with the people.
Right. And so we said, let's put you back in. She fought it a little bit, of course, and then we got her in now, and now she's going good. And still, I think the online curriculum is a little bit different than the in-class, and the poor teachers, bless the poor teachers, they're having to struggle with both of it.
Yeah.
Trying to do the kids online and the ones in the classroom, so it's a struggle.
And my son, he doesn't like being home. He would rather be at school or something, so when he was learning home, it was driving him crazy. But now it's gotten bad and they started shutting schools down again. So his school went to what they call the 2-3 program or something because of how bad it is up where his school's at. So now he only goes 2 days a week and the rest of the time he's home learning. He's dreading the thought of being home all the time.
Yeah.
He doesn't like it. So, but you know what? Until this is over, and I say June because every major epidemic that we've ever had in the world, over the last hundreds and hundreds of years, we get one every 100 and some, like every 100 years. They only last 18 months and then they go. So I'm rooting for June to get here.
Right. So yeah, I hear you. So who else we got on here? Mr. J. Where are you from, Bill? I am in southern Indiana near Louisville, Kentucky, Charlestown, Indiana.
Yes. You got any snow yet, Bill?
Lord, no. If I had snow this early, I wouldn't live here.
We got snow. It's been snowing all day here.
I know. No, we usually don't get measurable snowfall here till you might get a dusting in January. I mean, we haven't had a white Christmas. I could take when. But sometime in December, we might get a dusting. But measurable snowfall, like 2 inches or something, I would say, is probably twice a year. I'm going to knock on wood because I'm not a big fan of it. But twice a year, and January, February is usually pretty cold and rainy and drizzly. It can flip over to snow pretty quick, but that's our months.
Yeah, well, my son and his wife Kelsey and they love the snow. They're so excited when it starts snowing. They just love it. And I'm like, I don't know where your mind is at with the snow.
Yeah. My daughter loves it too. Chloe
Yeah.
loves it. She's nuts about it. Loves snow. I'm like, well, we're not moving north. I'm sorry. You just have to go flop in it when it gets here.
So. Oh yeah, Tanisha said June 2021 needs to come now.
Yep. Worked in Seymour years ago for a whole summer. Yep. Seymour's right up the road. Yep.
Yep.
Not too far from me.
Wally Kern says he knows where that's at. Where you're talking. Very good. So what are you pairing up this year, if you don't mind me asking? What are you putting together?
Oh, I'm pairing up my fire and funny story. I don't know if you've kept up in the last year and a half on it or not. I put some stuff out about it, but I remember one of my first snakes name was Kylo. She is almost 3 years now, going on her 4th year next year. For 2.5 years, I thought it was a boy. Act just like a boy, quit eating in the teenage years, and then poof. And then I put a male in with him, and they started a fight this past summer.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, I better recheck Kylo. So and that's the way it was sold to me, and I had never really sexed him.
And which one's that one?
It's just a regular fire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'll pull them out here.
Yeah. See, now sexing animals can get tricky sometimes. It could just happen,
Yeah, and then like I said, this last 6 months, she started girthing up, and I'm like, so I put a male in with him. It was a fight, so I put a male in with him, and within 6 hours they were locked. I'm like, okay, so for the last 6 months, Kylo's been a girl, and I've been pairing him up with a couple things, or her, I should say. See, I still for 3 years almost, I call it a he. But
how's that's not the LSR fire, right? No.
No. This is just a regular fire. No.
Do you have the LSR fire? Can you show that one or no?
Oh yeah.
Well, when you go to show them, let me know, and I'll put you like that. How's that there? Is that better? We'll get you on here so that way you can show some animals.
All right. Let's see where we got. Where is he? I moved some people around today during cleaning, so.
Yeah.
Getting everybody back on some repetitive too. So
now this is the LSR fire.
This is the LSR fire, produced by Mr. Andy there at DEA Exotic.
So what do you think of the comparison between this fire and other fires?
It's just more bright and golden colors.
Yeah.
As you can tell, the colors are just it's almost like comparing gold and silver.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
You can see it there. And
he's growing real nice.
Yeah. He's been a bit finicky.
Yeah.
This summer because it's his teenage years too. So, he's
have you paired him up with anything yet?
No, I was getting ready to actually. It was in the cycle to pair him with somebody, and I'm like, yeah, I like to make sure they're good and eaten before I throw them in. And if he's off a little bit and been off for a few weeks or a month or something, I'm not gonna throw him in.
Yeah,
because I want him to have healthy sperm. So
okay.
He's growing nicely, and he's girthed back up, so he's due to go.
He's looking good. I love how bright they get. They keep getting brighter and brighter and brighter as they age, which is weird because a lot of fires kind of darken up. They get to a point and then they stop, but not them. They just keep getting brighter and brighter and brighter.
Yeah, it's almost like, in the GHI Mojave. If you've
Yeah.
never seen one of these in person, that's about the color of the gold
Yeah.
on these guys in person. They're not quite as sparkly gold, but it's that different contrast in the shading
Yeah.
in the heads there.
So what do you guys think of this LSR fire? See if anybody.
My phone.
No, I do not. But you can use my phone and call your phone. You want me to call it? Does anybody want to? Do you have anything special that you want to show anybody or anything?
Yeah, we got all kinds of stuff here. Yeah, but what I got the babies over there. I'll show those off for my latest clutch, and that was an Orange Dream. Oops, I'm out the camera. Sorry, that's my Orange Dream Stinger bee mom over here. I'm sorry, that's the pair that's going now with the Stinger bee. The Orange Dream Spider that I paired with a banana. And I got the babies over here. They're about a month old.
Yeah. The LSR fire there. I was the second person to ever produce those. So. Yeah. Oh, let me see. Okay. Well, I'll ask Bill first, and then Wally Kern from Supreme Gecko wants to know what tricks you use when the snake goes off a feed to get it back on feed.
Where do we start? You got to ask the question. The first question you got to ask yourself is, have you changed anything? Substrate, tub, heating, temperature, location in the rack, anything like that to make them go off. But to get them back on, you just got to keep varying the diet from live, frozen, mice, and different size. What I found most of the time on mine, if it's not a mouse or they're just hard to get started on rat pups and will eat a mouse and we'll go off of it for a while. They're kind of changing over. Just let it be. I had a snake go. That's the biggest thing people ask me is, I got a snake that hasn't eaten for a month. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, no, that ain't none. I had one go over a year without eating anything.
Yeah, mine went almost 8 months. My pied male did, and I was like, just bear with it. If he's not getting all skinny and having excessive diarrhea or something, he's probably not sick. So just let him go through it.
Yeah, one thing that I've learned that works is I would take them and put them in a smaller tub and then put that tub in a darker area and just turn the heat up just a couple degrees and leave it sit a few days. And usually that trick usually works. But here, let's get you back up here so people can see.
And another trick is if you had a hide and then you took it out or something, go ahead and put the hide back in. Or if you didn't have one, give it a hide. Most of the time it's either what I see is the animal's either afraid of something changed in the surroundings, doesn't feel safe and secure enough to eat, or
Well, and another thing, if it's a male, you might have to put it in a separate room because it smells all them females and it's got only one thing on his mind.
Yeah, I was trying to think of the word for that. Puberty, I guess.
I guess puberty, yeah. And I find that if you move them out of the room with that the females are in, or even out of the rack that has the females in them, it usually kicks it. That's a banana, right? Am I correct?
Yep, that's the one that came out of the Orange Dream Spider banana clutch here.
That's a beautiful looking one.
This is the first one. And yep, he'll be going up for sale. They're all eating pretty good, except for the spider. The spider's not eating yet, but everybody else is.
Well, that's good. That's a beautiful snake.
And I'll show you the sibling.
Right behind you, Edward Tyndall wants to know what's in that top tank up there that has all the humidity on it. Right behind you, it's all the humidity on the glass.
That is my red. I'm sorry. That's my
fine.
red tail. That's my red tail boa that dumped his water bowl this afternoon while I was smoking.
There you go.
And I was going to clean it, but he's kind of dulled over right now. And if I stick my hand in there,
You might be food. Well, at
it's
least
about
I think
8.5 foot long on
Yeah.
that.
And then Wally, what I find, not fish scent, because I've never heard of people using fish scent, but they do sell African soft fur scent, and they seem to love the African soft furs. And then that's another thing. They sell African soft fur scent that you could put on a rodent for it to go over. But I've never heard of people using fish before on ball pythons. But they have used fish on other things like hognose snakes that'll go off feed. You know, the fish scent or the amphibian scent will get them right back on.
Yep.
So
I raise African soft furs now. I've seen somebody asked what LSR stands for. It stands for Lone Star Reptiles.
yes,
That's our good buddy down in Texas.
Yep.
Was the first producer and improved them out. God, how many years ago was that, Andy?
I don't know, but maybe 5 to 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And
Then
then
he actually started. I think Andy was one of the first people to actually get one and start breeding them.
yeah, I was the first person other than Earl Jones from Lone Star Reptiles to breed those and get babies out of it.
Now this
There's
one
the other one.
is an orange green banana, and
That's beautiful.
a little feisty. If I can get it, there we go. Sorry, it's a little feisty. If you can get it to see in the camera and see the orange coming up in it.
Well, sometimes that feistiness is good, though.
Yeah, let's see if it's showing. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time with the camera. Reverse this other way.
Yeah, I
Hopefully
think
you
they're.
can see the orange bringing out in there.
Oh, I could see the orange. I don't know if I hope everybody else can too, but you could see the oranges in the alien heads big time.
Let me get my face out of it. And then, yeah. Focus. There we go. You see the orange flushing, and then the alien head. Where the other one was all white down through there,
Yeah.
in the regular banana. So this is the orange green banana, and this one always bites me if I try to sex it. So I don't know which it is yet.
Well, 99% chance if it was a male maker, it's a male.
Yeah, the other one I think is a female.
Oh, then I would keep it.
Yeah.
Because if it is a female and you do keep it, then you can breed it back to a male and get,
Yeah, I need a female banana for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's a pretty good shot of it. And then there's a normal, and then another, the standard orange green that came out of this clutch too. And then the spider. I'll show you the spider. I love my spider ball python.
There are a lot of people who do like the spider gene. Yeah.
Did you know
And-
appropriate accessories?
Yeah, I know you do.
You hear all the the bad stuff about spiders.
Oh, yeah.
I have 8 spiders in my collection, and I have nothing bad to say about any of them.
Oh,
So
I've never had one that was bad either. They've all eaten. I had one that had a slight wobble, but that started after breeding season, and I
Right.
think that had to do with the stress, because at least I found when they get stressed out, sometimes they'll start a wobble and it won't go away. So,
right.
and it's usually not a bad wobble, but then there are some that corkscrews.
Lacey's got the bad corkscrew, and she'll eat live, she'll eat frozen.
And
You
that's
know.
cool.
Yeah, she can track it down. See people, they have a hard time catching their food. No.
No. Josh from Spartan Reptiles said hello.
Hey, Josh, how's it going? Good to see you, man.
How are you? Yeah, Josh, how you doing, buddy?
Yep.
That's another nice looking one. They're really nice looking. Spiders are very nice looking. You know what? I like them. I like the sugars with the high white sides on them and stuff like that. I like that with the white sides.
Yeah. Speaking of sugar, remind me I'll get my new girl out and she'll make her first appearance on camera.
Yeah, that's a beautiful one too. Now this is all from your. Oh, there you go. That's all. These are all from your first clutch this year.
No, these are the third clutch of this year.
Third
This
clutch.
is the most recent one. I got two left from the second clutch from my clown clutch. So this is just the most recent one. They're about a month old. This one hasn't taken any food yet, but it is not hurting whatsoever, as you
No.
can tell.
You could tell it's not hurting in any way.
It so absorbed so much of its yolk that it's still plump. So
Wally Kern, I have to agree. They are such beautiful patterned animals, and they're beautiful. And it is very unfortunate they get such bad PR. And that started with a YouTuber who was a kid, and he had a huge following, millions of followers because of his YouTube channel, and he liked reptiles too. And then he did a video talking about how bad spiders were, and because he had so many views, it just went downhill from there real quick.
Yeah, I mean, it even got so bad that people started, even over in England, they were not allowing them to sell. Gavin said.
Yep, they weren't allowed, and they were not allowed to take them to shows, all kinds of, and it's all because of one kid YouTuber. Now, that shows you how doing bad things on YouTube and stuff like that could influence the whole thing. Because if you got a big enough following and the right person gets a hold of it, like Uper was saying today, that packing, people do these packing. He had seen videos of people that had gotten packages in the mail of like ball pythons and stuff, and they were just thrown in a box. They didn't have no bag on them or nothing. And the guy put that video up. Now, I said I wouldn't put that video up. I might tell my friends about it, send them pictures or videos personally. But because if the wrong person gets it and they can influence people, that could be bad for our hobby. Bad.
Yeah, really bad. So, yeah, I've lost your picture. I don't see you. I'm like on big screen.
Oh, that's because I did this. There, I had it. You were showing stuff. That's why I did that. Marita from Deadly Tarantula Girl said spiders tend to be good eaters usually. Good feeders. Yeah, I've never had a problem with them at all.
No, I could feed any of my spiders right now other than the new baby one there, but these other ones, they'll nail anything. So
yeah, Wally, I agree. The guy had no experience or anything. The Afro dude, yeah, that's exactly what his channel was. And he did a bad video about it, and it went wild. I mean, overseas, they even banned him from going to shows and stuff after that video came out. And then people like Brian Barczyk and the bigger people like that were like, well, we're not going to breed them no more because of this whole thing. It got real bad.
Right.
So
I'll breed them. I always breed them.
Oh, yeah. I don't, if the animal's eating and the animal's healthy, you don't have nothing to worry about,
Yeah, I'll show you. I don't know if you've seen this one lately. This is my banana or coral glow spider male.
Oh, yeah, he's beautiful. Beautiful. I love the white sides like that. I really do. I think that's very appealing to my eye. It is. I really like high white sides like that.
I had several people throw a bunch of money my way for this one, and I'm like, nope. Ain't going nowhere.
I want to point something out to everybody. I don't know if you guys have noticed what Bill does, but every time he goes from an animal to a new animal to pick it up, he prells his hands so that nothing can cross-contaminate. Now, very few people do that. I do it. I don't know if you,
I have hand sanitizer on each side of my room.
There you go. See, and
one side to the other.
Yep. And I wish more people would do it because then it would prevent a lot of bad things from happening. Because some people, like if you have that nidovirus and you have it with one animal, it doesn't mean your whole collection's got it. It's only when they come in contact with each other or drink out of bowls or breedings that it could really, really spread. And Stephen Tillis, a guy, Stephen Tillis, I've been watching his channel. I've been friends with him and watching him since he was, I don't know, like a teenager, 15 years old. He's been breeding blood pythons and all that. Well, he moved to a new location. And while he moved to a new location, he could go through his collection and he saw a bunch of these animals get sick and he knew exactly which ones had nidovirus. So then he was able to take them out of his collection and then test all the other animals. And he's one that pearls his hand between stuff too, because he says, if the snake don't come in contact with a snake that has it, you're usually pretty good.
Right. And it's like, and that's, doing the shows too. I mean, everybody, before they even touch any of my table, and my snakes on my table or what, they got it hand sanitized. Because you don't know what else they touched at the show.
Oh, absolutely. You don't know anything. Upper respiratory infections can spread easy between reptiles by just touching one and touching another one. Right. If you had it on your hands or whatever. Wally Kern says he doesn't know much about snakes, but he says that one is beautiful. Yep. Marita said,
Josh,
nice snake.
Josh, no, not 5,000. I wouldn't sell him for 5,000.
He put up just
I got some nice plans for this guy. So.
Yeah, no, that is a stunning animal, Bill. Very stunning.
So bright white. And buddy of mine, Troy, Balls and Strikes, he kicks himself all the time for not buying it before me.
Oh, Todd Autry's in here. Hey, Todd, how you doing? Let's see, automatic. Bam. See, and you made it a habit to do it. So, if more people did that, it would cut down a lot of problems. Because even if you have nidovirus and a snake laid eggs, the babies won't have it because it has to, they're in a shell and it's fine.
Right.
So he does that's all he works with, I think, is the nidovirus. He's trying to find ways of curing it and all kinds of stuff.
Right. Well, I just had 2 snakes out that are both spider gene, and you didn't see any wobble in either one of those.
No, I didn't see a wobble.
Don't have it a lot, but the couple of the other ones, my Xantic too, she has a little of this. That's it. But Khaleesi, she's what they call the stargazer and corkscrews and everything.
And all that, yeah.
But she's healthy, man. That's all that matters.
Maybe a dumb question. We'll sanitize.
Yeah, question. Go ahead.
Wally Kern wanted to know if hand sanitizer with Prel would take care of mites. Probably on your hands, maybe, but I don't know about on the snake because you don't want to put Prel on your snake. You don't want to douse it with Prel. But people do use Frontline, the dog spray for fleas, and you spray it on a rag, spray down a tub, spray it on a rag, and wipe the snake down, and that usually wipes them out. If you repeat that process several times over about a month, like once a week for a month, it usually wipes them out if you have them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
You don't have to go buy the real expensive stuff, but the Frontline works pretty good.
If you're at a show and you use hand sanitizer and there happens to be, any cross jumpers that get onto your hand or somebody else's hand, and even somebody walking by you that's got a snake that they were playing with that morning before they came to the show and they have mites at their house, it doesn't necessarily come from a breeder. It can be somebody at the show, can be over onto somebody else's arm. And if you use that hand sanitizer, it will actually kill it. If you get enough on there, it will kill it. But putting it on the animal, it's just going to dry out the skin. And it will, if they're on the surface, it'll help kill them. But it's not going to get the ones that are down under the scales. So that's where the problem.
See, here's another major problem with mites. Like you said, clothes jumpers. They get on your clothes. You could walk to your neighbor's house, and if they have reptiles, I mean, it could jump off you and go to them. That could be a problem. So, but if you get mites, do not panic.
No, do not panic. Yeah.
Like Spartan said, olive oil works good because if you put it on a snake, it has no place. The mite has no place to really grab on. That's just. But you know, they live in the around the eyes and that little cleft underneath the chin and stuff like that.
Yep. My
Spartan
carpet,
reptiles is in here.
yep, my carpet
I mean-
python both had them when I got
Youper's in here. Hello, Youper. Sorry.
it. My chat is froze up for some reason. Let me refresh it. There we go. There's Mason's on here now.
Youper says ivermectin. It's a powder that you not a powder, but you mix it in with a water, and it's what they put on cattle. Works.
I've never been able to find it here. You'd think it'd be all kinds of farm stores around here that I go to. I've never found it. So I use the front line because for 2 years, I never had a problem. And then I had, you know, my whole other room over there, I got as a quarantine room for new animals and stuff. And that's what I'll use it for when I get new animals in because everybody does. Everybody's had mites at some problem. Sometime you're gonna have to deal with them.
Well, I can tell you this: if you have reptiles long enough, sooner or later, you'll have not that you would have a complete infestation, but you'll run into a mite where you have to take care of it.
Right.
I know when I first got into reptiles, and they used to bring them all in from, like the ball pythons in from Africa when we had to store and all. No pest strips worked really good. I don't know. They took them off the market for a long time and now they're back. So I don't know if they work the same, but no pest strips. It looks like a big chunk of cheese, you know? And if you take a piece of that and set it on your racks, you can't leave it there long, but just for a few days, it usually wipes anything out. But if you have like Wally Kern here, he's got all these insects because he breeds for food for his geckos and stuff. I wouldn't touch a no pest strip for nothing because you'll wake up one morning and your all your isopods and everything would be dead. So, that wouldn't be good.
They have a lot of tarantulas too on the other side of the room, so I really can't use aerosols in here. So that's if something happens, I take that animal out of here and quarantine it and wipe it down with front line. Take the tub out and clean the rack. And instead of spraying the prevenamite, I will spray it onto a rag and wipe down the rack and area because you don't want to just treat that one rat.
No, you got to do the whole thing.
You got to do the whole thing. And if you're like here, you might as well do the ones all the way over through here.
Yeah, if you're gonna do it, you might as well go all out.
Yeah. Give me just a minute. I got to run and get a tire cord here. I'll be right back.
Sure. When he comes back, we'll tell him about the Tractor Supply. I don't know if he realizes that or not. So, Youper said that Emily from Snake Discovery has a great video on it. So if you guys want, go over and check that out over there. And while you're there, tell all her followers to come over here and subscribe to me. No, just kidding. I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, I've never looked in Tractor Supply for it because I've always used Frontline, you know, as a preventative. Anytime I get a new snake, I squirt a rag down, I wipe it down. And then before I even put it into quarantine, because if you got animals in quarantine, you don't want them animals to get anything. So that's what I usually do. But I've never really even looked for that stuff before. So, okay, Youper, thank you for putting that in here. I like Emily's videos. Emily does a great job. So does Marita has a great channel too. I like her channel too. But like I said, I don't mean to be a butt about anything with anybody in here because I love everybody's channels. But my favorite channel, Wally Kern's there, Supreme Gecko. But everybody can go over to Tractor Supply. Usually has that stuff. I don't know if you've been to a Tractor Supply where you're at.
Yeah, we have them. Actually, I went there. I go to Rural King a lot for their gun department. I'm sorry, and get my bedding and animal pellets and stuff like that for the rats. But the Tractor Supply, I looked at it. I don't know, last year sometime, and they said they didn't have it. So
yeah. Now see, Josh from Spartan Reptiles. I was wondering if Nix would work. See, that's what I was just curiosity in my head. I was thinking, I was like, I wonder if Nix, because what's it kill, body lice or head lice or something? And I think that would work.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I was thinking that would work too.
probably would, but myself, I use that frontline method and wipe them down, work gloves. Of course,
Yep.
Anybody that's in here, follow the directions or go watch a video somewhere of someone that's treating animals with
Yep.
probenamide or olive oil or whatever,
Muscle Search University.
Yeah.
Dave Palumbo has
Yep.
a great video on how to use Frontline
Yep,
for
he
mice. Yeah, a great video. And if you guys should go over and watch that video if you want to learn about Prevenamite, because he swears by it. That's all he buys. He won't buy nothing else but that. So
visit once a month. Yep. Yeah, I used to use Prevenamite once a month, and then I moved all the tarantulas in here, so I would just spray it in the racks. But every now and then I'll wipe them down. But the tarantulas are on the other side of the room, so
yeah, no, that stuff would wipe your tarantulas out fast.
right.
So, what else you got there to show us that's readily available to show us?
Oh, let me get Rob at KY Constrictors, don't you?
Yep.
I got
Rob's a great guy.
from him. I traded a pastel clown to him for this guy. We kind of did a swap, and I'll show you what I got.
Okay. That's a good idea. I didn't know that, Uber. I'll have to check it. I'm gonna have to go watch Emily's video on it because I didn't see her video on it. And if it's safer than Frontline, then I would recommend using that for sure. Let me get Bill back up here on the whole screen.
Place has kind of gone bananas around here, don't you?
I would say they might as well. Oh, banana pie! Wow, they should call you Chiquita, huh? Or Del Monte.
Del Monte balls. There we go. See, we're making a new name here. So
That's beautiful. Pies,
banana pie.
Pies are my favorite of all animals, of all snakes. I just love the pies. I don't know. That's something about them. That's beautiful. Spartan wants to know what your favorite snake in your collection is.
In mine?
Yep.
Yeah. Sentimentally, or the one I just can't quit looking at?
There you go. Good question. See, I myself couldn't pick one because I like them all. I'm obsessed with. So it's a tough question.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Probably the most fantastic looking one, I think, in my collection. I mean, I got some really nice ball pythons, but my caramel tiger carpet python over here is probably my most stunning in my,
Spartan said both.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but yeah. So there's this little guy, and then I'll show you. This was one of my out of my second clutch of the year.
Justin wants to know. Mr. J. Justin wants to know how many snakes do you have?
Oh, I'm only at about 40 right now. This little guy here.
Ooh, that guy's a looker.
This is the one I decided to keep back out of my clown clutch, and it's a pastel clown.
Have you seen the prices of clowns go through the roof lately?
Yeah. So I decided this guy was going to be my keeper, and guess what? He went like 3 months before he decided to start eating. So I had to assist feed him for a while, but it turned out he's a mouser. So he's eating mice regularly now.
Yeah, but he's a male, so he's a male. Am I correct?
Right. Yep.
So That's okay to be a mouser when you're a male.
Yeah.
It's that's another thing you have to take into consideration when you're breeding ball pythons. You will come across some that just
His little head stamp is like a little Viking. That's why I had to keep him.
oh, there you go. Yes, I see it. I see it.
Yep.
They said that that's something that people have to look into before they do it. They got to be ready and willing and able to assist feed because it can happen out of a clutch. You can always get one out of a clutch that does it, or every so often you'll get one that does it. That's just stunning, Bill. That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's why I had to keep it. And I'm like, yeah, you're staying right here. Plus, this when I bought my first clown female, and then I bought that's go into some of my videos for a few months ago. You'll see the odds I hit on this clutch was just incredible. That of the mom was a visual clown, the dad was 100% het. It's a pastel het clown.
I will have to go check that video out. If somebody wants to go grab it, you can put a link up here. Somebody.
It's on 5. I had 5 eggs in that clutch, and 4 of them were clowns.
That's phenomenal odds. Holy cow.
Yeah, and 3 of them were pastels, clowns, and Rob got one. I kept one, then I sold one to a local guy here too. So I just love the teardrops. I'll decide on this guy too. So I still have his brother just to show you, what assist feed, you can assist feed and get them on track, and people have messaged me and say, will you make a video about it? And I'm like, there's some out there, and unless you really, it's better to do it in person. If you ask me, I'm sure Andy will agree too.
I agree with you. Yes.
You can watch a video, but you don't see what the biggest trick is. You got to stick the pinky in just long enough for the snake to take a breath. And you sit there and hold it, and you're going to get little teeth marks on your finger. And you sit there and hold it until you'll see it like open its mouth just enough, and then you just push it just a little more.
And then sometimes they say if you hold it up and hold it so it's hanging down, they can't let go of it, and then they'll eat it. Yeah. And then once they start going,
that's
you put them down.
I learned, but I mean, it's a fine line there between grabbing the back of the head on the animal, and you can really, damage your animal. So I would highly recommend you have somebody show you in person. Get help from somebody, if you can. If not, you can get a hold of Andy or myself,
or Youper, or anybody, or Spartan.
Spartan, Josh, Youper. Yep.
Wally Kern wants to know: have you ever tried those little food sausages?
No.
They call them Reptilinks. No, I don't. I don't know how well that would work for ball pythons or something like that. People do it. Some people feed their retics those. They make big ones. If you got like a small baby retic or something you're raising up, and they do feed them and they do work. I've used them on hognose snakes, and the hognose snakes love them. They will tear into those things because it's like frog. They do frogs. They grind up frogs and put them in it, and they will eat, them things up. But I don't know if ball pythons will or not. I've never tried them with them. And that's what the brother?
That's the brother, that clutch, and this one's been a rat pup eater since the day he was born.
Yeah, that's another beautiful animal. Yeah,
the size difference, and I'm keeping him. I decided probably just so he can be my backup clown male.
Spartan Reptiles. Josh said he's heard of a few people using those sausage links, the Reptilinks. The company's called Reptilinks, and that's all you have to do is look it up, and they'll have it on ball pythons.
And the head stamp on this guy is just phenomenal too. I mean,
I like it.
When you go and look up a clown ball python, they're like in Kevin's book that'll tell you, the specifics on the coloring and patterns and the dorsal. This guy is pretty much the example. It's got the teardrop under his eye. Teardrops all down the side, and the dorsal is pretty much a solid. From all right,
Wally, I didn't mean to cut you off, Bill, but Wally Kern's got to leave. Thank you, Wally, for stopping in. It was great to have you here. We will talk to you later, Wally. Mr. J, Justin, wants to know how many different types of snakes do you have?
Me, I have ball pythons. I have about 36 currently. That comes and goes with babies. You can have 10 more show up, 20 more. But generally, I try to keep mine around 36 ball pythons, adults, and the babies will go up and down 10 or here, with per clutch. And I have 3 carpet pythons and 1 big red tail. That's a rescue back there that I've had for a few years now that I got from the genetic hunters out in California.
I remember when you got that. Didn't you do an unboxing video of that? Yes, you did, I think.
Yep.
I remember that, yes.
Yep. Because my little boy, that Doc, the red tail that I bought, don't know what happened to him. He just never developed intestines the way it looked. He just never had bowel movement, and then he died.
I remember that too. Mm-hmm. I remember when you got that.
They like, we got this one out here, and I'm like, we'll ship it to you, and I'm like, no, I'll pay the shipping. You send him to me. That they had gotten in a rescue, and and I sent them some side by side comparisons a few months ago from when I first got him, and the size he is now. They're like, holy cow!
Spartan Reptiles said that book is top notch, and then he's asking, do you still make your racks?
Oh yeah, I'm still making racks. I don't. The hard thing with racks in the last 6 months has been the whole COVID plastic thing. I even deal with a lot at work where we're Lexian that we used to build COVID shields. It's A, gone twice the price, and B, is hard to get. So, it all comes around with that. But yeah, I'm still making them. I've gone to making the sides out of different materials, but I'm still using the PVC for the shelves for where the animals ride. Oh yeah, and I've kind of changed my designs a little bit, and I'm now recessing the heat tapes fully recessed and things like that. So, but I'm more or less only selling locally, just due to shipping.
Yeah, my Animal House just stopped in. He said, hi, all. Well, hi, thanks for stopping in. If you have a question for Bill, ask him. I've been to Menards, Home Depot, Lowe's, and I cannot get the PVC board here for some reason. Why? I don't know. Yeah, I could probably go to a sign place that makes signs and probably get it, but I can't get it in the stores.
Yeah, I can't get it at my local Home Depot, but I can drive to Seymour, the Home Depot up there, and they stock it in the 8x4 sheets.
There, we'll see. And how much does the sheet run about?
It used to be $64 to $70 a sheet, but now it's more like $120
because of the COVID. It's crazy how the prices of everything, and I don't know how many people have noticed this, has gone through the roof because of COVID. I mean, everything. I'm not kidding you. So.
Oh yeah. Yep. Let me put this guy in.
Oh, you can't find it anywhere there either. Yeah, see, I can't find it here either. I'm going to tell you what my plan is. When I go to get new racks, build new racks here, I'm going to go and buy the birch plywood that's sanded, and make them out of that. Spray them black or spray them white, one or the other, and that's what I'm going to use.
I've been using the. It looks like the ship plank wood sides.
Yeah.
Shelving that are laminate. I've been using that for the sides, and then using PVC for the shelf.
Now, here's what I was thinking too. You can go buy regular plywood. I don't know if you've ever been to Home Depot or Menards or something and saw them sheets of plastic that are about 1/8 of an inch thick. They roll it up. You can buy that, and it's pure white, and glue that down and use that, because I know that works. It's for bathrooms and stuff. They put it in bathrooms and things like that. Yeah.
Yep. So. It's like a laminate. So. Yep. Let me get this carpet girl out. So I got about 15 more minutes, and then I got to chase
Sure.
the kiddo to bed.
Yes, that works. That works. That works.
Yeah, if anybody's got any more questions on here, just throw them in there, and I will put a link. Uh, if you'll, I'll go back through here and I'll look through the thing and see if make sure I'm subscribed to everybody. So that's another thing. Make sure you hit Andy's like bell up there, and make sure you subscribe to the other guys in here, Spartan, Uper.
Yep.
Who else was in here? Maria. Oh yeah, you got to do fantastic. If you're into tarantulas, she's got some great stuff.
Yeah.
My,
So you go. I've seen some of your stuff. You got some nice tarantula stuff.
they're crawling around over here right now. I don't know if I can get them over here to show you. Just caught my eye. My
Oh yeah, there you go.
If I can get it on the camera.
Yeah, I can see it. I don't know if here. Let me
See it up
do
there.
it this way. Oh, wrong one. Wrong one. There we go. Can you guys see that? It's right there. Beautiful animal.
He's walking around, and here's my one of my favorites down here. My carabiner. Can you see her?
Yep, I can see her. Carabiner versicolor. No, not versicolor, right? Yeah, they are, right? Carabiner versicolor.
first color. Yep. She's got a fantastic home there.
Yeah, I love it when they web up like that. It makes it look really nice.
Ooh, and I got follow me on Instagram. I got a fantastic picture of my P. regalis that was coming hunting over its log. And I took a head-on shot of it. It's simply stunning picture it took.
Yeah. Yeah, I follow you on Instagram.
The other ones are all hiding. The Batatas and my Ornata. My green bottle blues hanging out on the side. Oh, no, there goes my orange. You can see his butt. He's running back in. He just mowed it. I need to get his mold out of there.
Yeah, your OBT.
Yep. He's gotten really big. So there's some of my boards back there. There's Andy's sticker. I could have sworn I sent you one of my stickers. You might got one of my early ones. I'll send you one of the squares. I'm getting ready to get some new ones done. So
I went through my stickers the other day. I was showing them on here. I don't know if I had one of yours or not.
yep, I'll get some more sent out.
There we go. There's the carpet.
Here she is. This is the Evie. Came from the guy at God, I can't remember his name, at Chicago Reptile House. Does the Tinley Park show. Where she came from. The caramel tiger, carpet python. Evie is her name. And if you watch Gay, gotta love
Gay.
carpet pythons.
She has some beautiful animals.
Yep.
Brian Potter's who you're talking about, right?
Oh yeah, Brian. Yep. I haven't seen people in over a year now. I can't remember their names. So.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, you're not out doing anything. You're because of COVID. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's part of Troy was up there. That's when he drove all the way up from North Carolina to go to the Tinley show in March. And he got up there, and that's when they pretty much closed it. And everybody was doing everything in their hotel room. And then the city came and shut them down.
Edward Tyndall wants to know if you make your own tarantula cages.
Yes. Well, the cases are Dreamco Plastics. That's where I get them. They're kind of local to me. They're in Cincinnati, Dayton area, in between Cincinnati and Dayton. And they're at all the shows with me that I go to. And they also do the big shows too. So you'll see them like at Tinley, and they do go to Daytona and stuff too, selling their cages and They are just fantastic, and they are not $1,000. You know, you can get your, like my, what do you call it? My Carabiner, her cage, they only charge like $25 for that.
Yeah.
Then I go to the Dollar Tree and I buy all the plants, and I get the bark. Get the bark from at the shows. You always have somebody that's selling bark for
Yeah.
cheaper than $20 at some places a long for.
Oh yeah. Spartan Bill from Josh from Spartan Reptiles said hit him up and he'll send you a sticker. I'll have to hit you up too, Josh, because I don't have one of your stickers either, and then I'll send you one of mine. But I'll tell you, see, I got an acrylic bender and I can make some really nice like tarantula enclosures, but the problem is, like you said, the price of acrylic right now and the price of like the plastics and stuff, the plexiglass, because they make all these shields out of it now, is through the roof, the price. So
Right. And you'll notice the thing about carpets, they don't just curl up and just sit there. They're
No.
always exploring. That's what I love about
yeah,
it.
they kind of remind you of like a retic, always on the move, looking
Yeah.
around.
Always moving. And they all get mad when I put them up. I mean, not defensive mad or what, but they get mad because they want to get back out, and they're like, "Don't put me up." Every one of them.
Josh,
So this is the only female I have. The other two are males.
oh, okay, that was my next question. Are you do you ever plan to breed them when they get bigger?
Oh yeah, yep.
Josh from Spartan Reptile says he hopes they have shows next year.
Oh yeah, yep. That would be really great. So, yep. Get back on camera there. Yeah, and I just love her head stamp too.
Carpet pythons are beautiful animals. They really are. I like them.
Yeah. And the care, is pretty much the same.
Yeah.
It's your temperature and humidity, and I give mine this is the setups they're in right now. I'll show you. Let's get over there. There we go. They're in these guys, and I got a sticks on the male over here, and then I made that one out of PVC for her, and I got the tops are just capped off with plexiglass on the top so they can't get out.
Yeah.
And the other one I built into a cabinet, but they're a semi-arboreal species, so they like to climb.
They're a beautiful animal.
Yep.
I got this. I'm going to show this. What's the name I got right here? This Red Bull, this Kankakee. I mean, the Kingsville Red. And I know it's a Kingsville Red for sure because of who I got it from. That's all he works with. Hold on. Let me get it up here. I got to put it this way. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I don't know if you can see it or not real well, but it's red.
Oh, yep, there it is. Yeah, that's fantastic. I've seen the video.
Yeah. So then I got the other ones, but these are the only two that my son brought up to me to show off today. So, but yeah. Bill, Mr. J wanted me to show these off. So
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I remember him saying something about Mr. Bull Snake or something he was calling you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah,
too long they'll outgrow those and all.
I was just gonna say that'll be outgrowing that one pretty quick, I think.
Yeah, won't be long. The other one's in a big 30-inch cabinet over there.
Thank you, Josh. Does anybody have any questions for Bill before he has to run or anything? If you guys have any questions, now's the time to ask them. So, I suppose you'll be happy to be able to go back to shows again when they start up. You gonna vend any shows when they start? Like I
Yeah,
remember you used to go and vend them. Put
I'll
your
be doing my local shows. I'm also going to try to vend um, probably down in Lexington, Kentucky, and I'll probably do the Cincinnati show too. So, but I'll probably be another year before I do something like Tinley or whatnot. So I don't know where's whatnot, but but that's just not in the travel plans for this upcoming year for, you know, till everything gets back to normal, hopefully.
yeah. Let me write that down real quick, Mason. Yeah, it'll be fun to be able to go back to shows and stuff. They had one here in the beginning of October, but we didn't go because it's the worst place in the state to be for COVID right now. So we were like, we'll just skip it this time. And I can't believe they even let them have it because they have ordinances on how many people you can have in a building and all. But for some reason, that one got through when they got their permit to have it. So I don't know. But everybody I talked to that went, they're all fine. So, you know.
Yep.
So.
All right. Well, good to talk with you, Andy. And
Yeah.
I don't know if he's still on here. Edward was on here earlier. I hope everything goes good for him and his
Yep.
family. And
Yep.
glad your family's doing good and everybody stay in touch. And like I said, about time to go chase the youngin to bed.
Yes.
Got school in the morning.
Well, I'm going to thank you for coming on because it's great to have you on here. And it was a
Yep.
pleasure to see your animals. We'll have to do it again because I like, you have a lot of nice looking stuff over there. And, maybe someday I'll come on your show or something like that. We'll have to get Spartan on here too, Josh, once. I want to get Josh on once.
Yep. Josh is a good guy. So,
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, like I said, we'll anybody else that's on here too, if you want to jump in on a live stream and whatnot with either one of us, just message us, on Facebook Messenger or losing my voice a little. Instagram. Instagram's probably the easiest way to get a hold of me or my text.
Yeah.
My phone number up here. You can also.
There you
go.
There you go.
Be glad to set something up with any of you guys. And like I said, I'm getting back into making more videos. There you go. It's a little better up there.
Yep.
Trying to get back into flow and live stream. You don't have to do a lot of editing, so we can all hop on, answer some questions, and get back in the flow of getting our lives back to normal.
I like the live streams better. I think they because like you said, there's not a lot of editing and stuff like that. And it's just you go live and then you're talking to the people. You're like interacting with them. Any questions, you can answer them right away. Mason's Morph said it was great to see you.
Yep. Thanks, Mason. Yep. Appreciate it. So, yep. Like I said, I'll sit down with the Andy and me and you can do a stream next week on my channel if you want. I'll holler at you and check my schedule. And
I'm open any day, so you just got to let me know what day works for you. So
next week's, I think, Halloween. I don't figure out what night we're trick or treating if we are around here. So
I don't know. I was reading something in the paper here. They want the kids just to go downtown and do downtown at the stores or something. And I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's hard to say. But we may have so much snow here you can't go trick or treating this year. It's snowing now.
When I lived out in Denver, that happened several times. That you like, oh, what are you? And you couldn't tell because the poor kids had their parkas on.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys. Good to talk with everybody. Great seeing you, Andy, and everyone.
Same to you, Bill. It was great to have you on. All
right,
everybody
go, and we'll see you next time. Okay.
Well, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Well, that was it. Bill was on. It was great to have him on here. I enjoy having him on because he's a great guy. He's got all that good stuff. But I would like to get like I said, I've had Uper on. I would like to get Josh on once. I think I've had Edward Tyndall on once. Mason, I had you on once, I think. Didn't I? I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it's good to have somebody on. Yeah, that would be great too, Edward. I can get Jesse on here once. That would be a lot of fun. He's got a lot of animals too, so it'd be good to have him on once. Oh yeah, Thursday. The great political debate. Is that what we're doing? The great political debate? Yeah. No, yeah, it was this Thursday, right? Am I right with this Thursday? Uber? I think so. So yeah, uh, I understand that, Mason. Oh, okay, yeah, random. That'd be good though. I like random stuff. I do. It's 7 p.m. Central. Yeah, that works for me because I have a lot of fun with that. If I hope my internet's up because we're getting a blizzard, and it will be here Wednesday through Thursday, Wednesday night through Thursday. But usually, I don't have much of an internet problem, so I think it would work. Okay, I'm going to hold you to it, Josh. So that means you got to go find yourself a headset. It could even be one that you put in for like a phone or something. We'll be good. We'll do it. It'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun. I enjoy interviewing people, especially people who've got their room. It's like me. I have to pull them up here because my room's down. But when you're up in your room, no, I'm not, Mason. When you're in your room and you can just pull the animals out as you go, and that's a lot of fun when you're interviewing somebody and they can just, well, look here, I like doing that. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do well either. I think we're gonna get dumped on all winter. I mean, this is very usually the snows that we're getting now usually hold off until later on. You know, I mean, we always get like a dusting or something, but like, yeah, now we're getting a lot. Where am I at here? I was gonna ask somebody. Good night, Edward. If you're leaving, thank you for being in here. It was great to have you in here, and or unless you were talking to Bill. Josh, how are you faring with snow? Do you guys got any snow there? Oh, you have backwoods internet. Yeah, that's fine. No. You can't. What? Like, do you mean like a stingray, the fish stingray? Or you can't get an aquarium with a stingray? Is that what you're talking about? If not, I'm lost. Which, I'm getting older, so it's easy. Or do you mean, Uper, that you're not going to do well, like you're not going to get a lot of snow this year, or you're going to get excessive amounts of snow? Oh, so you don't have no Corvette too? Yeah, that would be cool. The Stingray Corvette. I know what you were saying. So you don't have snow where you're at. I could show you a picture from today. It snowed all day here, off and on all day. Let me see here. This is just from this morning, and it's all white out there. And I'm not a big fan of the white stuff. And we're supposed to get like 12 inches of snow. With like 40 mile an hour, we're supposed to have an all out blizzard. Oh yeah, I agree. Uper, it's 2020. We'll probably get snow like they haven't seen around here for like 50 years. The stingray fish, yes. Your wife won't let you have one, or you just don't have the room for it. Josh, is that what's going on? You just don't have the room for it. Oh, no room for it currently. Well, that's when you got to get yourself, like you said, a little facility. I got a whole house next door, so I'm good. Oh yeah, the snow is just, we're not even in high elevations here, and it's just because of where we're located, I think the center of the continent. Hold on a minute. Sorry. Oh yeah, you can move next door to me. There's a house right here for sale, and I'll share this next door with you with reptiles if you want. I'll give you a whole second floor. I'm good like that. It would be great to have a neighbor that has reptiles instead of being the only one in town. I'm sure a lot of us here have that. Like Uper, I'm sure you're the only one in town that has a lot of reptiles. The same with you, Spartan. I'm sure you're probably the only one in your town that has reptiles. I know I am. And as kids move out, I get more and more space. I will eventually have the entire basement in the house next door. It's just inevitable. Yeah, see? See how that is, Uber? Yeah, it's good when they move sometimes, I guess. My son moved and went and got married and had kids.
Who? Who's that?
Yeah, see, I got criticized too. Becky and I had to go fight the town twice. Twice. We won both times, but we still had to fight the town twice. Because the first time, they were thinking that the snakes were going to come up their toilet. And it was only because we were going around to places like the school had us come up and nursing homes had us come in and hospitals and stuff. And they did a newspaper article on us, and the people in town found out and they were really upset, the mayor and stuff. And then they started tearing up the town for changing the water pipes out. And what happened is that people were mad because they weren't taking care of that problem. They were only worrying about us for 6 months. They were only worried about us. They stopped all project. Half the town didn't have water for 6 months. So what they did is they voted them out and put new people in, and then we had to fight it because one of the board commissions, you can only have like 3 animals in your house. I'm like, well, then you put pet ordinance in. So it really wasn't against reptiles; it was a pet ordinance. So then we went down, and Becky was like, "Well, you have an aquarium, you have to get rid of that because I'm sure you got more than 4 fish in your tank, and they're pets." And we won that one, so they did away with that one.
I honestly don't know how to make. So
Yeah, I try to work with people and show them that they're not bad animals. There's nothing wrong with them. They're not hurting nobody. They're not going to hurt you. So, yeah, I will have to get you on, Spartan, whenever you're ready. Uper, I've been on for an hour and a half, so I'm probably going to hop off here. But Uper, I'm going to see you Thursday. So we all got to tune in Thursday to Uper's channel. It'll be a lot of fun. Lots and lots of fun. So it's just going to be like open mic there, Uper? Is that what we're doing? Or do we got other things planned?
I honestly don't know how many make.
If they're from frying pan, you cook it.
So,
I'm only speaking.
yep. Okay. I will see you then, Uper, and I will talk to everybody later. I want to thank everybody for coming in. It was great to have you guys in here. It was great to have Bill on. So I will talk to everybody later. Peace out. King Nerd.
I'm gonna just sit
All
here
right.
and do this for a
No,
second.
well, I'm done
Why?
because it's over.